Day 5, 30 days of enlightenment. Like 6:30. All right, let's jump right into this. The spiritual realm creates the physical realm. I know we've heard the following statements several times. Thoughts create things. The word becomes flesh. As above, so below. Your thoughts create your reality. The spiritual world creates the physical world. Them all saying the same thing. Them alls. Yeah, I just made that up. I like that. But your family is, it's really, these statements are all pointing to the same principle. They're pointing to the same underlying foundational principle, spiritual principle, that the universe is mental. It's just found in the 7 Hermetic principles. We'll talk about the 7 later. But it's really something that we should know, but not just from the concept of the words, because a lot of people know those statements that I mentioned, but they don't really feel it. And if you don't feel it, you don't know it for real, in my opinion. Now, I keep my opinions to myself, but I share them out loud. So if you drink from here, y'all gotta know that it's pure. Because I only say what it really is, because that's all. Like, that's all I'm looking for. Like, so boom, check this out. When you understand that the spiritual world creates the physical world, you start to choose the thoughts that you bring into your own mind. Why? Because you start to realize that thoughts are what creates things. Now, why is that the way? From my observation, the scientific observation of that is thoughts represent the masculine polarity of energy, from the form of impulse, from the form of action, or from the form of sending information, expressing information. And a thought exists in the mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not really brain, because the brain is just a receiver for mind, but the brain is also a sender and receiver of the thoughts. So we just have to understand that the brain is helping us access the mind, basically. The mind is the essence of God, who we are, the universal subconscious mind, right? So when we have this awareness and we're able to choose a thought, this moves directly into this word form of prayer, affirmation, or something in this nature. This is basically, so I just illustrated that the thought is the masculine aspect. The magnetism or the emotion of the thought is the feminine aspect. And the thought and the emotion go hand in hand. Why is this? Because there's a duality in this universe that allows things to move in pairs more than they move alone. It's interesting. So I'm noticing. So when one man is one with himself, it means he is one with the feminine part of his mind, because the feminine part of his mind is God. So if one man is one with God, then he's standing on his own, because he understands that he is one with God. He has everything he needs already. How does this happen? It happens first in the mind first. You can't come up with this from just hearing about it. It never worked for me. So I don't know how somebody could just, maybe if they watch all these videos, I could tell you. But I don't know this because I went somewhere to find it. I went nowhere to find this. Of course, we definitely move with the computers and the internets. But like, I rationalized this through my spirit myself. So it's just very important to have that clarity about what is causing things to happen in the world, because it doesn't matter where you take a worried person. Think about what I'm sharing. A worried person is a person who's accepted the identity of worry. I'm just worried about it. Oh, that's how they talk all the time, right? It doesn't matter where you take them. You can put them in their own house. They're gonna have things to worry. You can take them to a vacation. They're gonna have things to worry. You can take them to. You can take them anywhere in the world. They'll find something because that's who they are to themselves at this moment. So it's not really about the essence of who they are. They're not living by their essence. They're living by their story. So it's about the thoughts you keep thinking. So if someone is keep thinking, all about the problems, all about their situations, they're not going to be able to identify with the glory that's living in them right now because they can't see that because they're so focused looking outside. So it's about the thoughts. It's about the thoughts. So now let's bring this into something more practical so that we can actually see this, because I feel like I can see that. Let's talk about something everybody can see. Because I know you see me right now watching this video. Now, if you're holding something in your hand, you must be holding a phone. Because if you're holding anything, it might be an iPad if it's not a phone. And if it is a phone right now, it's most likely going to be an iPhone, maybe a Samsung. It might slide over with a Sony or maybe like a BlackBerry or something. You're not messing around with no HTC or no Alcatel by this time. And that's probably what people are using right now. And that's fair, because this is an invention that has suited the needs of people over time. The phone didn't start off with a touch screen. The phone didn't even start off with a screen. The phone started off with a little black screen box with little pagers. Y'all remember the pagers? Well, I don't remember no pagers, Auntie, but y'all told me all about them. I just remember the T9. Y'all remember the T9? The tic-tac, tick-tac, tick-tick-tac, the tick-tick-tick. Texting a message on the T9. Y'all remember them? I know that. Now this is a whole lot different. You know what I'm saying? So we can observe that we create with our mind due to our desire and the things that we attribute to see more in our reality. This is what we do. So, you know what I'm saying? It's amazing to observe, because the majority of people use iPhones, right? And the majority of people that use iPhones also know the inventor of the iPhones by the name Steve Jobs, right? Steve Jobs ain't paid these people to believe in this. Steve Jobs believed in this so much that he believed in it for everybody else. And he just waited for them to come get their belief for themselves. For real. Like, straight up. The whole world using this shit. Now, of course, there's other people on the team and things. They believed in it too. You know what I'm saying? Oh, there's somebody else in the market. Oh, yeah, but they believed in it too. So, it became a magnet. You understand? Think about that on the spiritual level. Think about that. Very interesting. I'm going to start letting people know I got something in the kitchen and not let them know what it is before they open the oven. Let all the air out of my, you know what I'm saying, whatever I'm cooking. I know what happens, right? The oven got to reheat up again. That's the same thing that happens when you tell somebody about what you're doing and they're not the type of person that's going to believe in it. They're going to believe out of it and try to believe you out of it too. That's like taking the air out of the oven. That's thought related. Because it doesn't happen without opening the mouth, which is words. So I don't want to make this video too wild, but I want us to also see that we create from the things that we would like to see. And we're in 2021 right now. I'll let you guys know, if you don't know about Clubhouse right now, stay tuned or check out the IGTV for another video that's not going to be a part of the 30 days, but I'm definitely going to make a video about the introduction of Clubhouse around this particular time and its correspondence with the spiritual times, the astrology, and the age of Aquarius, because it all is right now. Like, that's that, yeah. So we're going to talk about that too. But yeah, I wanted to paint this picture for us so that we can have a clear understanding about all the amazing things that we've learned from our mothers, aunties, fathers, sister, brother, everybody, and what they were able to contribute to us. Now, whether they were in their highest awareness of self or not in their contribution, it still holds energy for what it was and what it still is. And it's up to us to use our higher minds to alchemize all energy that we receive from every place for the betterment and the good for our soul and all the other beings involved. Because that's the only way to use it. If not, I don't know what it becomes. But I had to give that to someone. That was for someone. Super excited. So yeah, family, is the spiritual things. And okay, last thing before we exit this video. If you're interested in moving yourself into a more XYZ character, meaning that you have a picture of yourself, a self-image of you, and some new qualities that you want to embody, start to illustrate and write out those qualities in the present tense. Like, I am so happy that I am now expressing whatever that quality is. Start to write these things down. Why? Because you are basically, how do you picture that? Basically setting yourself up in a word form. But if you think about what's going on in the thought realm, you're creating what you would need to exemplify what you want. In order for you to give something, you must have it first. And the having is a spiritual possession. Just to make sure you know. So with that being said, you can have anything you want in the world. You just have to have it in mind first. And be willing to do what it asks and requires for you to do. And whatever you want is coming soon. Like Amazon Express. Save the Lord. Your higher self. That's what it say. That's why I be listening. I be like, yeah, what's up? Let me listen. What's up? Talk to me. I appreciate y'all. So with that being said, I appreciate y'all, man. This is day 5. Stay in tune for the 30 days. Share this on your story. Let somebody else get in tune with it. And I'm very certain I'm going to come back and we're going to iron out these concepts one by one because I got something for y'all. So with that being said, I'm going to talk to y'all again. All right, peace.